Hey guys, welcome to the second part of how to solve a 4x4. Enjoy! In this video, we'll be focusing on solving the edges. I'll be giving you the link to solve to the first part of the 4x4, that is the centers. We started off by solving two opposite centers. We built one center and then we built another center to the right of it. And then we built the other two remaining centers. Now let's move on with our reduction. First we have to solve edges. So the way we solve edges is that if you have ever noticed that when you do an outer layer turn, the centers move, but the edges don't move. But when we do this, it messes up the centers. So what we must do is solve the edges. So let me give you an easy method. First we'll build all the white edges. Then we'll build all the middle layers. And then we'll build the yellow. So first step. Take your cube and look. Look around and see one edge which is white. So in this case, I see this one right here. Now, normally there will be two edges of the same color as opposed to one in a 3x3. So you take this edge and keep it in front of you, right here or here. Now look for the other white and green edge. So when we look around, it's not on this face. See, there's a white here, but it's orange. Oh, it's right here. Now what we have to do is position it on the back side. So now this is on the front side, back side. So this, what you have to do is, if it's on the top layer, you can solve it within two moves. We have to bring it here by doing this, like this. Sometimes it may be something like this, where you can't do like this and both of them will be in the same color. So let me help you. Suppose if it's here, always when you find the edge, bring it in the top layer. Now it's on the top layer. And then bring it right here, this place. If the edge you want to solve is here, bring the other one right here. Like that. And then what you do is, you take this edge and this edge. Look if they are like this. If these both are like this, let me show you. If these both are like this, then when we move them like this, they won't match up. But if you happen to have it like this, what you have to do is bring this with an F, U prime or U. Now this and this are parallel. So now what you do is you bring this down. So now they match up. Then you can either move this edge to the right or to the left. You can do it anyway. So in this case, let us do on the right side, like this, over here. Now replace it with an unsolved edge, like this. We do it like one move like this. Make sure that the edge you move in is not solved. Now we bring this edge over here because we moved this edge over here, so let's move it back. And then let's bring this up. And then look, we have solved our first edge. Now we have 4 edges to solve. Let us look for the next one. Yes, let's do this, the white and orange. It's right here. So first step, bring it in the top layer. We can do this by bringing it here. Now how do we bring it over here? We can do it by doing this and this. Now look if they are parallel and they don't match up. White, orange, yes, white, orange. So now when we bring it like this, it matches up. Make sure that the edge you're moving in is not solved. So now this, you bring it to the left or to the right. So let's do it to the left this time. Now check, is this edge solved? When you look from here, it might be solved, but this is not solved. So you move it in, read, undo your moves, and the edge is solved. Like this, you keep doing it to all the 4 white edges. So let's do this edge. We see that the other edge is right here and they are not parallel, both are the same color. So we do F, U prime, R, U, it's solved. We match them together, move them to either side, put a garbage edge in, undo the moves, it's solved. Now the next one is right here and the other one is right here. We bring it in the top layer and they are not parallel, both are the same color. So we do F, U prime, R, U. They're now parallel, we can bring them down, move them to the side, check if this is garbage, put it in, undo the moves. So that solves our 4 white edges, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's move on to solving the middle layer edges. So basically what we are doing is solving all the edges. It'll be easier if you solve it like this, and it's okay if you can do it anyway. Now in the last step it will be a bit confusing because there will be no unsolved edges. There will be very few and it will be very hard to replace, but we'll get around. So you have to continue doing this to all the middle layer edges. Let me just walk you through them quickly. So look for a middle layer edge which has neither white or yellow, right here. Now it's a blue and red. Look for the blue and red edge, it's right here. So we have to bring it right in this spot, like that, and we can connect them, move them to the side, check if it's garbage, we can move it in, undo the moves. Now look for another edge, it's right here. And where's the other green and red? It's right here. Let's bring it in. They're not parallel, so we do F, U prime, or U. Now they're parallel. Sometimes this edge will be here, so we can bring it down like this. Do an F, and now when we bring this down, this edge is solved. So instead of bringing it in and doing, we can do it one more time. See, first we were here. Now when we move it in, this is not garbage. When we do it one more time, this is garbage. So it's not solved. So we can do F and undo the moves. Now we need to, so there's one more right here and they're already matched up. They're parallel, both are not the same color. We bring them down, do an F move, and this is not solved, so we bring it in, undo the moves. Now this one, green and orange, it's right here. So we bring it in the top layer by doing this. These two are now parallel, both are the same color, not different color. We do match them up, and then when we bring it to the right side, we see that all the edges are solved. So in the right side, if it's not matching, we can do it to the left side. There, this is not solved, so we bring it down and undo the moves. Now we are done with our middle layer edges. Now we have to solve 4 more edges, that is all the yellow edges. We notice that this is solved, this is not solved, this is solved. That means that we need to solve 2 edges. Now let's look around to find yellow edges. Now let's see which, sometimes some yellow edges might be solved. Let's look. This is not solved, this is not solved, this is not solved, and this is not solved. So let's solve each of them. If you have 4 edges remaining, you can do 1 edge as usual. But if you have only 2 remaining to solve, you have to do a special case, which is a special case, and I'll be showing you it. So as usual, let's find it. So yellow, green and yellow. Let's find the other edge. It's right here. Let's bring it in. Are they matching? Yes, they're matching. So let's do the algorithm. F, U prime, R, U, and connect. Do an F move and put in the garbage. No. So let's do it to the left side. Yes, there's garbage here. Put it in, U, and insert. Now we have solved this edge. Let's do one more edge. Okay, we see it's right here. White, yellow and red. The edge is right here, so we can just do it like this. Both are the same color, so let's do F, U prime, or U. Match them up. There's no garbage here. So now we understand that there are only 2 edges left to solve. So when you get this case, what you have to do is position them so that they're like this, normal case. And you have to make sure that, for example, look at one edge. It's straight should be this edge. What I mean by this is that we have to make them so that the red, white and red, yellow and red edge, or yellow and red edge should be here. So that means we have to do the algorithm which I taught you. F, U prime or U. Now both of them are like this. Now we see that both of them are matching, meaning like it's like this. Now we take in another yellow edge that's right here, and then we match them up and make sure that it's not matching. And if they're matching, just do the algorithm which I taught you. F, U prime or U. Now match them up, do an F move, put in this edge, F prime, and undo the moves. Now let's look. How many edges do we have to solve? 1, 2 and 3. Now this is the final step in solving the edges. Look at one yellow edge right here. Yellow and orange. Where's the other yellow and orange? It's right here. Let's bring it in. They're matching. So let's do the algorithm. F, U prime, F, R, U prime, R, U. Oops, sorry. We have to so it's like this, F, U prime, R, U. Now they are not matching. Now before you connect them, look at this edge. This is the yellow and blue. Where's the other yellow and blue? It's right here. So we bring it right here, like they should be parallel like this. So we bring it over here and they're matching. See, yellow and blue, yellow and blue. So now what we do is, this is a bit confusing. So we connect these two and there's no guard. We have to use this as the unsolved edge. F, bring this down as the unsolved edge. F prime and connect. This solves all of the edges. Let me just briefly walk you through this again, just to make sure that you understand. So now, this time let us solve this edge. Yellow and blue. Where's the other yellow and blue? It's right here. So let's bring it in the top layer and bring it right here. So it's here, we can bring it right here. Now these two are matching. So let's do the algorithm. F, U prime or U. Now this can come here. And before we do that, we have to look at the other edge. That's right here. So yellow and red. Where's the other yellow and red? Right here. So we can bring it over here. If the edge you're solving, and this is the edge you're solving, and the other edge is on the left side, it's okay. You have to bring the same edge over here instead of here. So we do it like this. Now they're matching like this. And then what we do is do it like normal. So we solve it like this. And sometimes if you do it like this, this one will come here. So you just bring this layer. And then the garbage is, the unsolved edge is here. So you do F, bring this down and undo the moves. And this solves all of the edges. So what do we understand from this? We solve all the centers, then we solve all the white edges right here. We solve all the white edges and then we solve all the middle layer edges, these things here, and then we solve the yellow. So sometimes only 2 edges need to be solved. That time we take the yellow edges the yellow solved edges for garbage and do the rest. Now let's move on to the final part of solving the 4x4 Rubik's Cube. So after you have solved all the edges, you have only one remaining. That is the 3x3 stage. This method is called reduction. We solve the centers, edges, and then solve it like a 3x3. Now, when we solve all the edges, it becomes like a giant 3x3. So these are the edges, centers, corners. So we solve it like a normal 3 by 3. So we consider this as one color. So like this one edge. Think that these two are joined. So let's just do the cross. Let's solve the cross. Now let's do F to L. Sorry, I can't see the viewfinder. So F to L and first layer is pretty easy. When it comes to last layer, it becomes difficult. So let me just finish F to L right here. Okay. So now, once you have solved your F to L or your edges or the middle layer, once you have completed your middle layer, sometimes you may see something different in the last layer. So what happens over here is parity. Sometimes one edge might be flipped or two edges might be swapped like this or like this. So there are so we have to learn two algorithms for this. Now in this case, this will never happen on a 3 by 3, but it can happen on even layer puzzles. So we see here that one of these edges needs to be flipped. So there's a specific algorithm for this. Let me show you. So when one edge is flipped, what you do is you do the following algorithm. So we'll be doing, when I tell R, it will be this tiny layer. And when I tell L, it's this layer. This one. So R, L, and we'll be using L, R, and U2 and F2. So let's get started. R prime, U2, L, F2, L prime, F2, R2, U2, R, U2, R prime, U2, F2, R2, F2. That flips the edge. Now we can do OLL. Now let's do PLL. Now we start off with a scrambled cube. Then we solve all the centers. Like this. Then we solve all the edges. Like this. Then we solve like a 3 by 3. If you get parity, you have to do the parity algorithm. And there you have it. You have solved it. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you want more, subscribe. Anyway, bye. Hope you enjoyed. Of course, subscribe.